Alright, so this episode of SAO 2, again, Sinon, for me was just as interesting as always. And for Kirito, on some points I was like, really? And then other points I was like, okay, this is getting good. But anyway, we're finally done with that whole Kirito's a girl thing. He's finally revealed, no wait, I'm a guy, but not before he gets to see Sinon with only bras and panties. And so of course that's the part where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a guy. Of course you're gonna get slapped in the face, man. You should have told her that sooner. As soon as she helped you with your equipment and guns and understanding the game, you immediately should have said, by the way, I'm a guy, instead of waiting until she got undressed. But either way, that joke is done with, at least just with Sinon. I'm hoping some of the other characters don't refer to this. That's if they even got dialogue. Now, I do like how Sinon points out that all these other competitors of the tournament had just guns out, just like, yeah, see this big old gun, I'm gonna use it to kill you. And she's like, that's just dumb. Why would you show your opponent your gun? It gives them time to think of a counterattack against you in case you're their opponent. And they're like, yeah, put your gun away. And then when the tournament actually starts, some of the competitors actually just start shooting randomly into the sky. They're all excited, like, yay, we're gonna start fighting. It's like, conserve your bullets, morons. You're gonna need those. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a certain amount of ammo you have, so why were you wasting them just shooting in excitement? It's like, woohoo! I was like, oh man, these guys really are idiots. They are gonna die. But either way, Sinon finally shows a part of her that Kirito did not see from her. It's like she starts smiling, this evil smile. It's like, I'm gonna kill all the strong ones. And Kirito's like, whoa, where's this coming from? Could she be Death Gun? And it's a good question. So it brings up a good question as to, why is Death Gun doing what he's doing? What motive does he have? Does he just want to show that their strength is a lie and that it's just a game? Or does he just want to kill people who are strong? And there's his way of saying, hey, if I kill them, it makes me strong, like Sinon. But who knows? But either way, the tournament finally begins, and Kirito does have some trouble with his first match. He gets shot a couple times, but then he closes his eyes and immediately starts listening for people. And in the virtual world, they still have sounds and everything, but I'm not sure if that's even possible. I mean, it's just it's a helmet. It's a virtual reality helmet. It's not like earmuffs. Like if you get good ones, you can hear little tiny noises. No, it's a virtual reality helmet. So that means your hearing is only limited to what the game can give you. So I don't understand how he can just close his eyes and immediately his hearing becomes even better, and he can hear the guy from a few meters away. Unless that was actually part of the game's programming. Like, if they actually made a game with that kind of detail, where you can improve your senses by shutting out your others, that's impressive. That's impressive game planning and designing. But if it's not, then it's just like Kirito is so awesome that he can bring his real world senses into the virtual world. And like, no, that's cheating. I call cheats. But either way, that's neither here nor there. He wins his battle. Stabs the guy through the chest. Boom, he's dead. And when he gets back, Death Gun appears behind him and says, are you the real thing? That surprises Kirito. He jumps back and he asks again. Death Gun asks him again, are you the real thing? He points at his name, Kirito. Those sword skills, are you from SAO? And that's where shit hits the fan. That's where Kirito starts questioning, whoa, this guy knows me and he knows SAO. He starts having these images of all the people he met in SAO. It's like, is he someone from SAO? Have I met this person before? And then he starts thinking about the characters from AFO. And I'm thinking like, wait, why is he thinking about them? They had nothing to do with SAO. They were not survivors from that world. But either way, the interesting thing is, Death Gun is a survivor from SAO. So now it actually makes his motives probably a bit more clearer. Maybe he really is still traumatized from that fear of dying. And now he wants to spread that fear to all these people who just kill for fun. Maybe that's why. Maybe he's like, your strength is a lie. if there was actually any fear of death, you would be a wimp. You would be a weakling. And now he wants to spread that fear to everyone in this game. So that would actually be a great motive for this character, if that is his motive. If not, maybe the real motive is just as interesting. Who knows? But then, when he's lifting his arm, we see the Laughing Coffin insignia. Now, I'm not sure if you can actually, in this game anyway, make a custom tattoo and put it on your arm, but it's definitely Laughing Coffin. And it's at this point, I'm wondering why. Why did we have to make him Laughing Coffin? For one thing, Laughing Coffin barely played any role at all in the first Sword Art Online. They were there for maybe one episode for being some kind of plan. You know, they were just like assassination guild, like, okay, but we didn't see their faces, so they were not important. And then the only character from the Laughing Coffin guild that we saw was that infiltrator, and he was killed, so it's not him. So who? I mean, why would it be Laughing Coffin? If he reveals his face, it'd be like, we still don't know who you are. You know, you were part of Laughing Coffin, and we never met Laughing Coffin, so why? And the fact that he was part of Laughing Coffin means that he wants to... There's a possibility that he just wants to kill just to kill. And he's just using some philosophy to excuse him of that. And if that's true, then that's a weak villain point, you know. If he just wants to kill, that's not as interesting, you know, as being a tortured soul who just came out of SAO and is still traumatized by it. But... either way, I believed everything was great in this episode. Fantastic. Until it got to that Laughing Coffin reveal. I didn't really need that. I felt like it wasn't needed. He was already a threat enough. We didn't need the fact that he was Laughing Coffin before. You know, if it was a survivor of SAO, that would have been just great to end there. Boom. Great mystery. I want to know who this person is. But because it's Laughing Coffin, it'd be like, okay, why? And even if you reveal your face, we're not going to know who you are. You're just completely new. So why bother hiding your face for some big reveal later on? We don't know who you are. But either way, this was a great episode. And I can't wait to see more. Especially more of the matches. And I'm hoping that whole hearing thing is actually part of the game and it's seen more often. Because if it's just Kirito's thing, I don't know how I feel about that. But either way, I want to see Sinon's match. I want to know more about Death Gun, and if we actually met him, I doubt it since he's Laughing Coffin. I really didn't need that. It kind of shook me up for a second there. And it just kind of ruined my thought process, like who this person is. And then it's like, okay, so it won't matter who he was because we have probably never met him. But either way, still a great episode. Can't wait to see next week's. So until then, I'm Tony Dragon. Bye.